How's everybody doing? Day one.
You
Let's
ready?
do the side. Let's do it.
You guys
Yes,
ready?
I'm ready.
All right. All right. We are back at the Sods. DBT's here. 6 of us this time. We just parked at the Fire Road 80 parking area. Don't forget, by the way, you got to register for overnight parking there. And I don't know how it slipped by us, but we didn't see it anywhere. And the other guys I've seen that parked there on video, you guys have told me that there's a permit required. So we get there, we read that permit. We get there, we read about the permit, and we ended up noticing that the Wildlife Refuge office is only like 2 miles away. We got back in the car, we drove down to the office, and we went ahead and got the permit we needed. Staff there was fantastic, they were nice. And then we headed back up, parked, got our stuff, and we're finally on the trail. So here we go, see how it goes. There, so we're gonna head on up. I think we're gonna head on up all the way up. It's about 4 miles up this corner, and then head over. We're gonna see how the day goes, and if it's good, we're gonna progress down and kind of head down this way. I don't know if we'll end up in this area to camp, or we're gonna get all the way down the forks, but we're gonna see. It's looking like a good trip. And then tomorrow's plan is to head down all the way down to Breath of Mountain and check out Lion's Head, and then Sunday head back out to the car. So here we go.
All right, leaving the Wildlife Refuge, hiking into the Sods. For reference, 1 mile from the cars, from the overnight parking area, permits required. 1 mile to this point. And from here to hike north to the northwest corner of the Sods is going to be about 4 miles, we estimate. So that'll put us 5 miles to the northwest corner. We're wanting to check that out. And we'll wrap back around to the south and see how far we make it back towards the south for tonight's camp. I know the conditions are going to get a lot more challenging. It's about 10:30 in the morning. No precip left. The front's passing through. The winds are just howling. And we are quite obviously enjoying the remnants of a cold front, as evidenced by all the snow and ice and sleet that's still on the ground, so all accumulated overnight. Really glad we made the decision not to try and get out here last night. That would have been rough. We'd have been waking up with a lot of ice and snow on the tents and everything else, so I think this was the better call. Anyway, the start of our Sods adventure. First day of November 2019. 6 of us from the DBT crew. Catch up with you down the road.
Yeah, yeah. So Captain and I don't know, what, half mile in maybe? We're not, what are we?
Yeah, half mile from the signboard back there.
Yeah, so.
1.5 miles from the car.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
All right, so the beautiful weather, the dry weather the Sods was having for the last couple months, they heard we were coming and wanted to make sure we felt at home. So it's been cold and rainy for the last 24 hours. And that is what we have to look forward to.
Exactly.
Well, at least not those conditions, but the remnants of that. We're gonna end up with cold, windy, but sunny days, we think, for the next couple days. And that's important. So if we can stay dry, be happy, right?
I think so. Would not have been able to do that yesterday or last night. So I think caution was a wise decision. But we're heading out today, and we're hoping, judging by the trailhead parking lot back there, the Blackbird Knob and the Canaan Valley Wildlife Refuge, that we won't have many folks to contend with in camp tonight.
Shouldn't, at least.
I wouldn't think.
Now, we also saw back there with the stream. You saw back there with the stream crossing. We were pretty confident we weren't cross anywhere we could get water, so we're pretty well hunkered down with water, which means we're gonna cross a lot of streams.
Yes.
So that's the way it goes for us. All right, well, we'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Cheers. So we're now officially entering the sods. A man with no trail name yet, soon to be named. So we'll be coming back up from Big Stone Coal Sunday morning is what we anticipate. Vehicles are back down that way to the south. And there's Ages chomping at the bit, ready to get moving, go up Blackbird Knob. So we're gonna head that way initially and get it on. So here we are, we're just starting north into the actual sods themselves. And this is just to give you an idea of the variation of the terrain and the flora and the fauna up here in the sods. We're on the west side, climbing out up onto the top of the ridge. And very soon we're gonna be totally exposed. No trees to speak of whatsoever. It's gonna be up on rocky outcroppings and everything, but here, less than a couple of miles away, there's dense evergreens and conifers. We're down sheltered out of the wind that we can hear just howling up above us. So that's one of the things that just makes this such an amazing place on the East Coast. You can go from mixed hardwood forests to dense conifer stands and groves to open balds with huge rock outcroppings, all in the span of a mile or two, and changing just within the blink of an eye, it seems. So really fantastic area, and on a day like today, with the temperatures we're expecting and everything else, can also be really challenging. So excited to meet the challenge here with the DBT crew. Thanks for joining us.
It's amazing. Just headed out that boggy area and headed up the through a rocky, streamy area, and now we're on top, and it's amazing. It's like the start of a winter wonderland up here. It's gonna be a little cold today, but all right, good times.
It is just absolutely beautiful, man. But we're gonna be exposed to the vagaries of the weather here in short order. Rocky Ridge Trail number 524. Great big thick stands of beech saplings over there to the left. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the hoarfrost on all of these tree branches. And leaves. The sun's just trying to break through in the clouds here to the southeast. Absolutely amazing. What a spectacular place. There it is. First of our views back out to the west, and we are on top, and clearly we are fully exposed, so to speak. Well, that trail's taking us off the wilderness boundary. Is it curved back to the right? Good, okay. We're walking off the Forest Service land.
So we're up here on the along 524. Just found this little rock. People built a nice little area in there out of the wind, man. Although the last night's storm, I don't know if I'd want to be camping here. Beautiful though. So just figured out we ended up on Valley View Trail. I think we cut over, but these birds back up here again. So we're going to continue heading north. Keep moving this way. Got a beautiful view of the valley. So, as the trail name says, Valley View Trail.
Route finding our way north along Rocky Ridge Trail up to the northwest corner of the Sods. We're gonna go see what it's all about, and it is a Rocky Ridge to be sure. So yeah, we lost the trail in that boulder field. Ended up off to the right or east. Just picked it back up here. Yep, all the trail reports are accurate. In this corner and this edge of the Sods, you can lose the trail pretty easily. There's a helicopter, a Chinook over there at the next ridge by those antennas, just above the ridge line. Choppering away. We're already joking that that's the Grubhub delivery that somebody submitted for hot food and hot beverage tonight in camp. I don't think we're gonna be so lucky. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that West Virginia Army National Guard doesn't really do Grubhub deliveries to the Sods. But I would be glad to be wrong about that.
It's kind of funny because the sign like has all straight arrows and you can go that way or this way, but I'm assuming since the sign's next to this trail, it means this way. 526. Sunshine. See Karen's? That looks like a trail.
It does. This
looks like fun. I'm gonna walk up here. Alright. So, this trail is gorgeous. These rocks are amazing. I love rocks. If you watch any of our other videos, I love rocks. I think they're the coolest thing. But we are cruising along. Got Aegis right behind me. And on top of that, something special about this trip is we got D, who joined us down from Chicago. And this trip is special for him because this weekend we get to pick his trail name. So we're looking forward to our adventure, not only on the trail, but our adventure of trying to find a name that's just perfect for him. So stay tuned for that one. All right, so we reached the corner, it looks like. There we go. Kind of like a sign. Definitely the way we want to go.
We are now on Raven Ridge Trail eastbound. Absolutely spectacular views. Signposts, Carsonite signposts marching the edge of the wilderness area, I believe. And here's the view back to the south. Just amazing. We were just over up there on the ridge, Rocky Ridge, and true to its name, the Sods, you can see all the old beaver ponds down there, down in the hollow. So we just departed the northwest corner of the Sods. We are making our way to the confluence of the forks of the Red Creek. We're gonna make that our goal for camp tonight. So it's, what do we got here? 10 minutes before 2 p.m. All fueled back up. Got our lunches in our bellies and packs kind of reset and resettled a little bit, and then we'll be motoring hopefully into the Forks camp there by 5 p.m. is our objective. Wind is still blowing, doesn't seem to be quite as awful as it was before. And the sun keeps trying to break through the cloud cover, which is nice. Temperatures are cold but totally manageable, not out of control. And in fact, once we're moving, the colder temperatures are really nice.
Yeah, it's in the front. This is where we met the kids. College kids last year.
Oh, yeah. The scene of our last retreat.
Yeah, this is where we were last year when we camped and Dutch woke up and that man's tent right there had failed.
Just reminiscing a little bit about last year.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Where it all went wrong.
Where it all went wrong and sideways.
All right. Well, we're back. We're feeling good. All right, so we're heading down down here, Dobbs Grade. We're gonna cut over. I think we're heading in that direction, up over that hill, back down, and I think we will be at the Forks Camp. So that's the goal. I think it's over that way somewhere. So maybe a couple hours from now, we'll be at the Forks Camp and enjoying a fire. Down Dobbs Grade. We saw some hikers up just after lunch, and now we're heading down almost the bottoms here. We'll see how mushy it is. Probably gonna be pretty bad, but we'll see. We've got 2 hikers down there. I don't see any more. I don't see any up that way, but the view here is phenomenal. It's amazing. All right. So, made it to Dobbin Grade. And now we're gonna head.
Remember when we came on here? I think we came up, fellas.
Yeah, last year?
Yeah. Hey, perfect. Nobody wanted to listen to you. Alright. Give me now, believe me later.
Oh. Alright. We're off. Picking on Captain from last year. He told us we should camel up right here. Listened to him a little bit. But we didn't camel up down here at the stream that we're going to cross in a second. And so last year, when we got to camp, we were up on that hill. And there really wasn't any good running water, so you guys had to go down over the hill. Kind of a steep grade. Kind of get a little trickle of water. It was a little teeny tiny stream.
Unstable.
Yeah, that's a little water in my beak. I wasn't sure before.
It is a beautiful day. A little soggy, but it is the Sods. So, heading south past Blackbird Knob. A little view to the east. View to the south. Trying to keep up with ages. It's like a gazelle down there, just leaving us in this dust. All right, Captain's just rocking it out with a little music on the way.
There's some black keys going on.
Yeah, sounds good. We have made it to Trail 511, and we are off 509 now. Gonna head up here next to Blackbird Knob.
I hear a blackbird. Yep, I remember this particular nastiness. So, just came off the junction back behind us here of Blackbird Knob Trail with Red Creek Trail, and southbound on Red Creek Trail now, and descending to the Forks confluence there, east and west, or upper and lower Red Creek. I can't remember how the charts have them named. So, picking our way into the first part of the descent here. Just coming up on the X Factor now. How you rolling, X? Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Just been a nice couple here from Virginia out on a weekend hike. They're also headed down to the Forks area to make their camp. So we'll look for them in that vicinity and try not to make too much of a ruckus tonight, celebrating our first day's successful efforts at the Sods 2019. But man, the weather has just gotten amazing, has it not? You look at this distance. I mean, you look, the guys heading behind me down the trail there, and we were way out there in the western sides earlier. Just amazing day, you know. Started with crazy winds, gray skies, sleet, and snow and ice on the ground. Here we still have patches of snow in the shady parts of the forest. But with the sun out and the clear skies now behind that front, temperatures are definitely dramatically cooler, but with the sun out and the wind down, it is so nice. Oh, it's just awesome. So it has turned out to be a really, really fun day. Feeling like we're making up for our last efforts here at Dolly Sods, and doing so with a vengeance. So it's good to be back. It's good to be having fun with the DBT guys.
It's like a little enchanted forest right here.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing, man. The vegetation that's down here. A little snow still on the ground. Sun hasn't melted it away yet. So the question will be, when we get to camp, are we hanging out in the pines on this side, or I think they want to cross a creek and hang out over there?
Yeah, I'd like to ford, because even if the area immediately adjacent to the creek's not available, that great cedar grove or hemlock grove just above it.
Yep.
It's a good spot.
He said he didn't remember it being so steep. I said because we were coming up it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have thought that would have had a bigger.
I remember being 5 feet behind somebody and they were already above my head. I was looking up to see their boots.
And this is just awesome. After coming down that little rocky trail, we were just figuring out last year when we got to where we camped on night 2, why were we so tired, and we think that was it, man. That was an insane insane climb. So we got great space. Yeah, we're gonna try and cross this though and camp on the other side of it. So let's see how this goes. All right, ready? You ready? I think it's crossable. It looks crossable. You gotta step in real quick where it's steep. Sit down. Woo! That was awesome. We got the fire going, and wood's a little wet, but it'll dry out. This campsite is amazing. We got the falls right there behind us, which are gonna be amazing to sleep by all night. Soothing sound of water. Might have to get up out of the tent one more time out of the night, who knows. But we got our tent set up. A little too cold for us to hammock, all the added weight with hammocking. I like to hammock, believe me, but I'm gonna go back to the ground just for this trip, and maybe for all my winter trips. We were last year, did Mohican, and it was, I don't know, 7 degrees or 4 degrees or whatever, and I was a hammock, and I survived, it was fine, but man, I had a lot of gear and it was pretty heavy. So I decided then, unless it's a quick 1 mile in, 1 mile out, I'm not gonna do a hammock. So we hiked about 11 miles today, and now we are hanging out here at the Forks Camp, and pretty much got this side all to ourselves. We know there's like 2 or 3 other people over there, and we'll see if we end up with this whole area all to ourselves tonight. So pretty exciting, and gosh, I love this place. This is great. So one of our favorites, we've got homemade pad thai, chicken pad thai, or ramen noodles, some chicken, some carrots, some peanuts, a peanut sauce we drag in here, some cilantro. This is amazing stuff. Yummy.